Hi guys, so this is my video blog and this is session number 3. um, so here's the question for today. When they say that we inevitably become our parents, is that something that we can avoid, like, hey, the traffic light's coming up? Or is that something that we have no choice over, like genetics? Because I have a daughter whom I love to death. And yet, somehow, I get onto her for doing things. For example, vacuuming. She asked if she could vacuum. And I thought, you know what? I really hate vacuuming. And this would be a really good time for her to do something. So, and she's 7, by the way. So, I let her vacuum. I go in the living room 30 minutes later. I mean, she's 7. What was I expecting? Perfection? But I go in there and there's crap all over the floor. So which means that now I have to vacuum again. Hearing the sounds, of the vacuum running, the kids going back and forth, people pulling out the vacuum cord, which I'd already heard for 45 minutes while she vacuumed. So I go in there and then I'm yelling. I'm like, if you can't vacuum, don't let me do it. When I should have said, which you can all let me know that, believe me, because I know, babe, that was a great job. Here, I'm going to go ahead and help you finish. No, I get busy. And the thing is, see, here's that clincher. Because when I was a kid, when I did something, it was never an attaboy. I didn't get that. I got the, you need to do better. Or, I didn't get anything. Or I got criticism. And no, I don't mean the hippie parent constructive criticism. That kindness, that love. No, I mean, you suck, so let's try not to do that again. And I always swore that I wouldn't be like that to my kids. And I think maybe this is the one thing I can't blame on the bipolar, being gripey. And, maybe we do become our parents. Maybe it's some sick and twisted, cruel game life plays on us, you grow up and go, I will never be that way. And somehow, you always end up that way. I don't know what that is, but it's annoying. I want to be a better parent. I want to be fun and, mysterious. And, I want to be not necessarily the cool mom. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go that far. But I want to be to my daughter what I wanted as a kid, which was someone to listen, someone to care, someone to not, constantly nag and gripe about the little things that we do or the things that we do wrong, to just say, hey, great job. I never got that. So I swore that I would do something different with my daughter, and guess what? I'm not. And maybe that's, a patient thing. I do have 3 kids, and you get tired, and you get overworked, and you get exhausted, and you get annoyed. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just annoyed and angry. Maybe we become our parents. I know, such a sad thought. And I'm sure a lot of it is the bipolar. We're people. And we get frustrated easier, and we get aggravated easier, and we get happier easier. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. Being bipolar in general is hard, but to add being a mom and a wife, I think that presents a little bit of a challenge. But I love my kids, and I love my husband, so I do everything I can to make sure that I'm doing right by both of them. But there comes a point where you can't go, hi guys, how are you doing? It's a great day. Because you don't want to hide behind a smile anymore. You want to be who you truly are. And sometimes maybe that means being a bitch for the day. But, that could also mean that we don't lie about our feelings. We make sure that we're being who we truly are, even if sometimes we hurt people. Because, no, the goal isn't to hurt somebody. It's not. But sometimes feelings hurt, and we have to be honest. Because like I said in my last one, honesty's what's necessary, and the truth is always better than a lie. Because as bipolar people, as addicts, as anybody that's ever suffered from anything, pain, even just pain, we say things like, we're okay, or yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. We know we're not fine, but we say we are. We're not happy, but we act like it. We're depressed, but we act like we enjoy being around everybody when we'd rather be in bed, eating cookie dough, watching TV. So, maybe being a little gripey to my daughter every now and then, letting her see that people are real, is better than putting on this fake happy face. I don't know. But I do know that this video diary, this blog, this journey that I'm taking, which, by the way, I have decided is going to be for a year. I don't ever finish anything, and I never complete anything I want, and I run away from everything that I think I might fail at. Because, like I said, my childhood was always criticism, not constructive. So, I don't think I'm good at anything. And failure scares me. And now I'm doing it to my daughter. Oh, crap. I've become my parents. No. I don't finish anything, so I've decided this journey will be 1 year. 1 year, I will video blog every single day, and I will tell the truth, at least as much as I can on here, and to those around me, and especially to myself. But, like I was saying, this blog, I want it to help heal me, and hopefully help heal others. So, maybe it can help me be a better mom, more patient and understanding, and a better wife. I feel sometimes like because I was an addict, because I have bipolar, because of my past, I feel like I'm not good enough. Because I'm bisexual, I feel like I have to compensate and be a better wife. Because I'm bipolar and impatient, I feel like I have to compensate and be a better mother. Because of how rambunctious and wild and rebellious I was as a kid, I feel like I have to make that up to my grandparents, my parents. Well, my mom anyway. My dad didn't want anything to do with me. My stepdad, well, he was an ass, so I don't really want anything to do with him. I don't like feeling like a failure. So I'm constantly saying I'm fine. I'm constantly compensating for my shortcomings, for my craziness that I know hurts people around me. But I'm coming to a realization. crazy, it may not be as bad as we think. I think it might just be another label like bitch or ass or punk or goth or loser or geek. I think maybe we who have the disease or have a disorder, I think it affects us more, just like it would somebody being called a geek would affect them. I don't think it affects the people around us as much as we think it does. And then we get so hurt by thinking that we're hurting us and those around us that we get more crazy. I think it's like it's a vicious cycle. Maybe if we threw down the labels and stopped saying I am and say I have, if we stop being so concerned with how crazy we're being and just worry about living. I mean, for example, just because somebody has cancer doesn't mean they say, well, I got cancer. I'm screwing everybody's life around me, so I should stay in bed and eat cookie dough. No, they say, this is my life, I have one life, and I'm going to live the shit out of it. So why don't we do that? Why do we let what we have cripple us? That is a good question. It's a great question. And I think maybe we forget to ask that. We forget to stop and say, just because I'm manic, does that mean that I'm any less happy? Or that what I'm feeling isn't real? Or if I'm depressed, maybe I'm not bipolar depressed, maybe I'm just sad. I think we rely on our diagnosis a little too much. And we forget. We forget to live the shit out of life. We forget to be happy and alive because we're scared. I think that's the truth of it. We are terrified. We are scared of being crazy. We're scared of not being crazy. We're scared of not having the right job. We're scared of not being the perfect mother. And we forget life is too damn short to be concerned with what everybody else thinks and everybody else wants and everybody else needs. For example, purple and love. And a mom. And piercings. They rock. And I'm in love with them because it makes me me. So, for tonight, and for all day tomorrow, I want you to stop whatever sadness, whatever anger, whatever pity that you feel for yourself, and be happy. Just one day, not asking a lot, but one day, be you completely, without regrets. Don't hurt anybody on purpose, but just be you. And see how much happy you are not worrying about what everybody else thinks about you. Let me know how it goes. See ya.